our product. Our product's name is Powerful Cookies. The most important things about our product is the main ingredient, which is papaya seed. Why papaya seed? Because it contains essential nutrients. Hence, our product promotes healthy yet delicious snack for the consumer. Purpose of invention: we want to prevent waste, especially papaya seed. Therefore, we promote zero waste environment and also healthy diet and society. The novelty of our product is a new product of papaya seed in form of biscuit. And our target market including athlete, adult and children. This is a formulation of our product.
One, we prepare papaya seed powder. First, we remove seed and then we wash the seed and then we dry the seed at 150 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes and then we weigh the seed using weighing balance and then we grinding into powdery and then we sieving and then we're ready to use. Is preparation of dried papaya flesh. Firstly, we wash the papaya fruit and then we disinfect and rinse and then we remove the peels and then we cut the papaya in small and thin pieces and then we dry up using oven at 150 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes and then we let it cool before using it for topping. So for the processing of biscuit, firstly, we weigh all the ingredients and we sieve all the dry ingredients and then we add papaya seed powder to enhance the flavor and then we mix the dry ingredient and then we prepare for dough, which is addition of wet ingredient. Then we shaping process, we shape it into circle and then we add dried papaya flesh as topping and then we bake for 60 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius and then we cool the biscuit and then we weigh the biscuit. After that, we can package the biscuit.
To our formulation, a pack of purple cookies, which is 155 grams, need the cost of the production of the raw material at the price of 14 ringgit and 48 cents. So we decided to sell the purple cookies per pack at the price of 19 ringgit 50 cents, where we can get the profit of 34.69%.
For the recommended analysis, the first one is Linear method. This method used to analyze carbohydrate using titrational method to determine the concentration of reducing sugar. For the second one is fluorometric method to analyze vitamin C. This method measure both ascorbic and dihydroascorbic and have a reaction with phenylenediamine. This reaction between the dihydroascorbic and phenylenediamine will have fluorescent compound. This fluorescent compound is proportional to the vitamin C. For the third one is goldfish method to analyze fat. The sample is put in extraction ceramic thimble and the solvent is added into the boiling flask. The fat remaining in the flask is weighed. For the fourth one is the acid and alkaline digestion method to analyze the fiber. Digestible carbohydrate, lipid and protein are selectively soluble by the chemical. The crude method is measure cellulose and lignin. Insoluble residue collected, filtration, dry and weighed. For the fifth one is hedonic scale. This scale is to analyze the degree of liking the product among the panelists. Several coded samples in the random order. Panelists is ranked in the order of specific attribute using 9-point scale to understand about the liking about the product. The sixth one is quantitative descriptive analysis QDA to fully describe the product attribute. Panelists will be chosen and have several training sessions. The sample will be introduced to the panelists to develop the product attribute. This attribute must be developed individually. And gonna make a discussion about with the team of the panelists. Gonna make a discussion.
There are many cooking processes such as frying, grilling, and baking is one of it. So baking process is a process of cooking by dry heat. Usually we use in oven, so we can change the temperature and also we can change the duration of our baking. So baking is like the heat is gradually transferred from the surface of the cookies to their center, and it will transform the batter or dough into baked good. So benefits in baking: first is low in fat. So it will only require little amount of oil to start baking compared to frying. So we will maintain our healthiness without worrying about health disease such as heart problem. Secondly is baking is good for killing of pathogen because high temperature of our baking can cause the microbe cannot contribute to the gas production or volume increase to their life. So for example, a salmonella bacteria in raw egg that we use to make dough. So salmonella is destroyed with a temperature more than 150 degrees. So thirdly is management of weight and obesity. Baking only require little to no oil and release most of the natural food in food. So it will maintain weight and obesity because of what? Omega-6 compete with omega-3 for space in our cellular tissue, and a high intake of omega-6 replace omega-3 in the cells. So this can affect a number of illnesses. So last but not least is no adverse reaction. As baking requires no added oil, it does not cause any reaction in food or any oxidation. So it will always be a healthy option because of what? Oil will accelerate oxidative degradation of lipids, forming hazardous reactive oxygen species and depleting the natural antioxidant content in the cooking oil. So, long-term injection will leading to pathologies such as hypertension, diabetes, and vascular inflammation. Thank you.
Last but not least, I'm going to talk about packaging technology. We just craft paper bag we sell for our product. Craft paper bag is based on the whole wood paper plum. The film can be applied on the paper to be as waterproof. Shape we choose round shape to avoid crash around the cookies. For the paper bag structure, Craft paper bag is non-toxic, odorless, pollution-free, low carbon environmental protection, meet national environmental protection standard and high strength. Paper bag is 100% recyclable. It's great alternative to the traditional plastic bag that is non-biodegrade. So on top of packaging can prevent air from getting into it. Apart from this, the crispiness of the biscuit will maintain as well.